How about the Call of Duty Advanced Warfare teaser with Kevin Spacey?
All right, you want to hear something interesting? You want to hear something that's going to blow people's minds? I actually thought it was pretty fucking interesting. I actually thought it looked pretty good. Am I going to play the game? No, probably not, because I don't like first-person shooters. But I do like Kevin Spacey, and I do like the idea that this is not good guys versus bad guys. It looks like they're going to try to do. They're going to try to be a bit more mobile.
I think it is good guys versus bad guys, by the way.
Well, it is, but I think you're going to be. I think you're playing in a gray area. I don't think you're playing.
Let's discuss what this plot is.
So the plot is you working as a private military corporation.
Well, that's what Kevin Spacey is in charge of.
No, he's in charge of you. If you read about it, you're playing as the PMC that Kevin Spacey is in charge of, which I think could be very interesting. But I mean, I don't have much to say about it because I don't follow a lot of AAA games. But I did watch the trailer and I was like, hey, I'm actually kind of interested in what they do with this. I did play Call of Duty 4, the first Modern Warfare, for the story. I thought it was great. And I mean, I'll admit that right here on the podcast. I thought it was a great single-player experience. And if they can recreate that with this, I would probably at least rent it or borrow it just to play through it, just to get me some sweet Spacey action, and, maybe see if they can advance the first-person shooter genre just a little.
I just think it's interesting that all of a sudden, I remember reading about these sort of suits that they're developing, which are probably testing these actual exo sort of skeleton suits to make you be able to jump 20 feet in the air. These do exist to some extent. But all of a sudden, there's like 3 movies with these. They had the Matt Damon movie last year. You remember the sci-fi one?
Yeah.
That came out. There's another one coming out with these sort of suits that it escapes you right now, but I just saw another one with the same sort of thing. And now you have a video game using these suits to jump around. I do think it's interesting that they're actually... I always criticize the Call of Duty franchise because it's the same game over and over and over again. You run the same, you walk the same, you shoot the same. This finally is something different. Your movement is enhanced. You can jump around. It's like Unreal Tournament, which I love, is that it's unreal. You're doing things that normal humans can't do. You can do, these, dodging and jumping off of walls and things like that are it's really cool. It's like you're a superhero kind of.
Yeah.
With a gun.
I mean, before we're gutted and drug out into the streets by our listeners to die because we're saying nice things about a Call of Duty, I mean, I don't get me wrong.
They're trying.
I feel like that it's probably still going to end up being an awful game. But, I mean, for the first time in 8 years, I actually saw a trailer for a AAA first-person military-based shooter and was like, I'd watch another trailer on that.
So we'll see. Have you seen Game of Thrones?
No, my mom's read all the books.
Not Game of Thrones. I'm sorry, House of Cards.
Oh, no, I want to watch it, though, at some point.
Okay, so that's basically, it's not the exact Kevin Spacey character, but he plays a congressman who, all the backstabbing politics of Washington. It's a great series. I saw the first series on Netflix. I have to see the second season.
I thought he was fantastic in Usual Suspects. He was fantastic in Seven.
So how he'll portray it.
He's one of my, I mean, for a guy who doesn't watch movies, he's one of my favorite actors.
So you're saying that you're going to be working for him?
That's what I believe. I believe that you are working as the PMC.
Because it looks like the plot looks like that he's in charge of a private military force attacking the U.S. or trying to attack parts of the U.S. So I'm not sure how they can spin that into being a good thing instead of trying to defend against it.
For a change of frickin' pace, for storyline intrigue,
take down the U.S. You think they would sell a game like that?
I don't know. I mean, dude, it's a trailer. Who knows what sorts of twists and turns there's going to be? But I thought I had read that the intent was that you were going to be working for him, that you were going to be playing as part of this PMC. And I could be wrong.
The good news is that it sounds like there's going to be now, at least with this one, a 3-year development cycle between games for the development house instead of only 2 years. Which is great news.
It doesn't really increase my interest in the series as a whole because it's just not my thing. But yeah, now that they've got 3 studios, 3 years per studio to make a game, I think that at least fans of the genre, and good for them, they're probably going to see a much better product. And it's because of this, not only the drop in launch day sales, but then the fallout from the really mediocre reviews that Ghosts got. So they realize they need to put more time into this.
So basically each year you're going to have a different one. You're going to have the Black Ops one year. Than the
Modern Warfare, then Advanced Warfare.
But that's basically just bam, bam, bam.
Treyarch, Infinity, and now Sledgehammer.
They'll just go bam one. So you're gonna have a game every year, but the series is gonna alternate.
Yeah. Can we stop talking about Call of Duty now? I mean, it's kind of weird. It's making me feel uncomfortable.
Come on, bro. Let's grab some Mountain Dew, bro.
It's really making me feel kind of strange. I'm done. I'm done.